And take the feet a little bit wider so that they're at the long edge of your mat. And allow the knees to drop in towards each other. Take both hands to your belly. Feeling your belly rise with your inhales. And then feeling the spine imprint the mat with your exhale. Inhale, belly rise. And exhale. Spine imprints the mat. Moving through that Ujjayi breath. Really start to find expansion here. So expanding through the rib cage, expanding through the belly. Really press down on your diaphragm. Take up as much space as you need to this evening. And then with the hands on your belly, you're going to interlace the hands now. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exaggerate that space between you and the mat, you and your back. And then exhale, bring your hands back down towards the pubic bone. Inhale, arch in the back, press your shoulders. And then exhale, lower the hands back down. And then move through that with your breath again. One more like that. Reach your arms overhead, arch in the back, hold your breath at the top. And then big exhale, sigh through the mouth as you lower the hands down. Bring your feet a little closer, and then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little massage, rock side to side. Beautiful, and then let's take both legs up towards the sky, into Viparita, and lift your head off the mat, point your toes, reach for your toes. And then slowly lower your head and shoulders back down. Two more like that, inhale, reach, and lower back down. One like that, inhale, reach, and lower. Bend your knees, draw them into your chest, and then take them wide towards your armpits. Little happy baby or a variation of it here, rocking from side to side. And so keeping the spine on your mat. You're going to lengthen one leg to the top of your mat, doesn't matter which one you start with, and then start to hot potato that knee from side to side. So bring it into one hand and then pass it to the other, so you're coming into a little twist through the core here. And every time you switch hands, that palm faces the sky. And lengthen that leg to the top of your mat. We'll draw the other knee into your chest. And then start to pass it from hand to hand, from side to side. Try to match the same length of breath you already did. And don't forget to involve the upper body by opening up that palm to the sky. One more long breath. And allow that leg to lower back down. If you have a strap, grab a hold of it. If not, then I'll give you another option. Or you can use, as I mentioned, a kitchen towel or a tie or a scarf or a sweater if you're okay with stretching it. So you're going to take the strap. I was trying to find some funny remark there and then realize it's inappropriate, so forget it. So take your left leg up towards the sky, strap around the ball of the foot. The right foot's going to stay planted. And if you don't have a strap, then just let that leg float, or you're going to grab the back of the calf or the thigh. Going to press the ball of the foot into the strap. So get a little bit longer with your leg, like you're holding something up. And then lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Lower back down. Two more like that. Inhale, lift, hug your elbows in. And lower. One more lift, reach for the toes. So see if you can tap the toes. And lower back down. Okay, change my mind. Let's add on here. Take that arm overhead. Using your core. Inhale, lift. And lower. Three more like that. Inhale, lift. And lower. Inhale, lift, and lower. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Bring that leg out to the side. Right foot's going to stay planted in the earth. So if the opposite bum cheek is lifting off and you're fully rolling away, make sure you readjust your weight here. So sit bones stay on the mat. Okay, lifting that leg back to center. We'll switch legs. Opposite leg scoots up into the strap or your imaginary strap. Flex through your foot again. Toes are in dorsiflexion to your shin, so toes towards the shin. Get a little longer in your hamstrings. Then reach your arm up. Inhale and lower. Inhale, lift. And lower back down. Try not to build too much tension in your wrists. Inhale, lift. And lower. Now reach that arm overhead. You're going to tap the toes. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. One more like that. Lift. And lower. Lift back up. Pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. And take that leg out to the side. Again, make sure your left bum cheek is not rolling off. Take one more Ujjayi breath here. And then lifting the leg back to center. Remove the strap, but keep the leg floating. Hands are going to come behind your head. Interlace your hands. Float the foot that was on the ground. And lift your head off the mat. Switch legs. Switch. Switch. Use your exhale. Switch. 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 Space between chin and chest. Switch. Switch. For 10. Switch. 9. Switch. 8. Switch. 7. 6. it to the side. Hold it there, 3 breaths. Big exhale out. 1 more. Take that leg back to center. Switch legs. Extended leg comes out to the side. Hold. 2 more breaths. Take that leg back to center. Crisscross the legs at the top of your mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Knees to chest. Hands on top of your kneecaps. Make big circles in the hips. Take a big breath out if you're holding your breath or if you're frustrated with me. And then take both legs up to the sky with your viparita. Point your toes. Hands are going to come face down underneath your spine. Drawing circles on the sky. Using your core here. So sometimes we forget that our hip flexors are connected to our core work. So the upper part of your thigh might be a little angry with you right now. We're trying to warm up those spaces before we get into our vinyasa. Can you take that circular motion and reach your heels to the top of your mat and back up? Big exhale. Pause when you get the top, change directions. Pause when you get to the top of your mat and exhale, lower your heels back down. Take your arms out to a T, close the eyes and set your intention for practice. From here, you're going to float your legs back up into your chest, draw your knees in, start to rock forward and back until you can come up into Navasana boat pose. Might feel good to take a couple extra rocks here. Then when you're ready, to that seated boat pose, knees into your chest, shoulders back. Option to extend the legs fully or keep them bent with me. Take your arms up, hold for 6 breaths. Keep lifting through your sternum. 1 more breath. Take your hands down by your hip bones, fingertips face the top of the mat. Lengthen your right leg, tap the heel and in. Left and in. Right and in. Left and in. 1 more set. Right and in. Left and in. Hold. Press your legs, step it right back into a plank. Did you ever think your plank would be a rest pose? And then press back, down dog. Find space in your shoulders here. Your head's going to drop between your biceps. Start to walk your dog. And press through your right heel, bend into your left knee and hold. Make sure your hips are still square. And then switching legs, press with the other heel and bend into your knee, hold. Neutralize the legs. Bring the big toes towards each other, so feet side by side. Tiptoe to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Beautiful. Exhale, 4-fold Uttanasana. Reach your rise, roll all the way up to stand. Inhale, scooping your arms up. Exhale, hands through your heart. String start A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, 4-fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Find your way back into your plank. Hold your plank 4 breaths. And send your sit bones back, down dog. This time in your down dog, float your left leg up, bend your knees, stack your hips into puppy peeing, root through your right heel. Keep rotating through your chest. Option to lower that right knee down if you want to do this from tabletop. One more breath, Ujjayi. Squaring your hip to center, lowering that foot down. Opposite leg is going to lift. Bend your knees, stack your hip and puppy peeing. Look underneath that armpit. Flex through that top foot. Keep rotating through your chest. And squaring your hip up to center, lower the foot, full vinyasa, forward into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift up, baby cobra. Press back, Balasana, child's pose. Know that you can come back to this rest at any time. I say that every class. Take one more breath here. Let's meet back in tabletop as you roll up. Lead with the left. Step left foot forward, then right. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. You're at home, so use your size for the belt today. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands hard. Swing Mascarte. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Step it back to plank. 4 breaths in plank. Everyone's looking great. Send your sit bones back, downward facing dog. And then forward into your high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, option from the knees. Lift baby cobra. Try not to come to the full expression yet. That's how we injure our spine. Tuck your toes, glide back, down dog. I know it feels good though to want to move right into that cobra. Lifting the left leg up, step it between your hands, followed by the right. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Add a gentle back bend and lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Lead with the left side, then right. Hold plank. 4 breaths. Press back, Ardha Uttanasana, down dog, and heads between the biceps. Give me a little rock with the head no from side to side. And give me a gentle yes, forward and back. Round through your spine like you're coming through cat pose. Find your chaturanga. Lifting up, baby cobra, one more time. Gliding back, down dog. Lifting the left leg up, step it to the top of your mat, followed by right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Lift the arms, lift through your heart, gentle back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hop it or step back to your plank. 4 breaths. Press back, down dog. Option to rest in table. Round through your spine, forward into high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lifting up to your full cobra this time. Shoulders back. Think about if I were to come around and press them back for you. Look over your right shoulder. Head back to neutral and then look over your left. Head back to neutral, lower your chest down. Think about your push-up here. Neutralize your spine. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. See if you can press up to plank or press up from the knees to table on an exhale. Glide back down dog. Feet side by side. Tiptoe to the top of your mat again. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Nice work, everyone. Heel toe your feet. Sit into your chair pose. Uttanasana, reach your arms up. Lift all the way up to stand, lift through your heart. Find your back bend. Big exhale right into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sit into chair. Inhale, arms up. Uttanasana. Lift all the way to stand. Lift through your heart. Exhale, forward fold. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit into chair. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come to stand. Big forward fold again. Grab a hold of opposite elbow. A little sway side to side. Let's lower the hands down to that forward fold. Step back with your left foot. Bend into your knee, lift up to your crescent. Hands are gonna come to prayer, and then press the thumbs into your sternum. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze them together, and lift through your heart until you start to find stretch through the back of the left quad. Option to lower the knee down here if you want to do this one, a modified lunge. Lifting your heart back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, sink a little deeper into crescent as if you're going to tap that knee down. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, sink into it. One more. Inhale. And exhale, sink into it. Pulses with that back knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I use my higher voice, doesn't sound or feel as bad, right? Lean forward the heart. Twist into the direction of that bent knee. Palms pressed together, look over your shoulder. Optional, lower that knee down again, listen to your body. If the knee is lifted, get a little taller in your back heel. Optional, open up your arms to look over your shoulder. Using your core, you're going to windmill your arms up and pivot on your back foot, Virabhadrasana. That front leg should be on fire. Let's give it a rest. Lengthen that front leg. Find your exalted warrior. There's too much compression from your ribs to that back hip. Lift a little taller. The torso is going to lift you back to center. Hands to your hips. Back left foot's going to step on an angle to belong into your mat. From here, lead with your heart forward into pyramid, and then grab a hold of one of your yoga blocks and bring it to the outside of your ankle if you have it. Twisting in the direction of that front leg. So left hand to the outside of ankle on your block or resting there. Right arm reaches up, revolve your triangle. You have tight shoulders like I do, and you find this challenging to come into this twist, you can always bring your hand to your hip instead. Coming out of your twist, bring your hands to frame your front foot, nose towards your knee. Bend into your front knee, walk your hands forward, move the block. Float your back leg off, coming into standing splits. Round your spine, knee to chin, extend leg. Knee to chin, extend. 2 more, knee to chin, extend. 1 more, knee to chin, extend the leg, lower it down, bend into your knee. Inhale, lift back to crescent. Exhale, sink into it, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Pulses are for you, Nancy. Sorry in advance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Bend into your knee. Inhale, lift up to your crescent. Exhale, hands to prayer. Thumbs to sternum. Find your back bend again. Lift your heart. Soften your jaw here. Lifting your heart back to center. Sink a little deeper into your lunge. And lengthen, reach your arms. Sink a little further. And lengthen. 1 more, sink a little further. And lengthen. Come back into that lunge. Pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Done. Lean forward. Twist in the direction of that knee. Prayer twist. Press your palms together, thumbs to sternum, look over your shoulder. Start to find length in your quad here, length into that back bum cheek. The more that you press your palms into each other, the more alignment you should have here at the center of the sternum. Open up the arms, and we did so on the other side. Press to the back of your tricep. Look to your big toe, windmill the arms up, pivot on your back foot. You might need having a heel toe that front leg. Lengthen your front leg, finding your exalted warrior. Shoulder relaxes away from your ear. Try not to dump everything into the back leg. Use your core to keep you lifted. Lift back up to center, hands to your hips. Step your back foot on that 45-degree angle. Lean forward, reach the outside of left ankle this time. Revolve your triangle. So front leg stays long. Try not to lock the knee. Chest towards inner thigh. Decide if you're going to keep the arm extended or take the hand to the hip. 2 more breaths. Look to the top of your mat, removing any blocks or props. You're going to bend into your front knee, float your back leg off. Find your standing split spurts. Back hip kicks forward. Knee to chest. Lengthen the leg. Knee to chest into the cat pose. And lengthen. 2 more, knee to chest. And lengthen. 1 more, knee to chest. And lengthen the leg, lower it down, bend into your knee. Inhale, arms up to crescent. Hands to prayer. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. Full vinyasa. Chaturanga dandasana. Lifting up to your cobra. And then press back to your rest. Child's down dog or table. We're all going to be back in tabletop if you're not already there. From table, you step your right foot between your hands. If you're using blocks, bring them with you to the inside of that foot. Back left hip presses more forward. Heel toe your right foot until it comes off of the mat. If the toes start to angle out, we want to square them back up in our lizard lunge. Find your edge here. Sink into your hips forward. Decide, are you coming onto forearms or are you staying tall? If the fronts of the toes start to peel off, that means you're going past your edge. So adjust where you've landed here. Keep hugging that front thigh towards the back of your arm. You're about halfway in this pose. What can you let go of? Notice the grip of your hands. Notice if you are frowning your face. One more breath here. Big exhale out. Keep the front leg where it's at. Press yourself up if you're on your blocks. Heel toe that foot back to center. From here, I want you to double up your mat. So you're going to tuck your toes and lift that knee off or step it off to double up so we're protecting the knee. And then bring your knee back down. So you might have to readjust your foot into crescent. Always want to make sure being safe at that knee. Inhale our arms up from our crescent. The right hand's going to come behind the head. The left hand's going to come to the spine and start to lift, beating your heart, finding your back bending up. Start to find more length in that quad. If you feel like you want more and you have blocks, you can move the block to the outside of your right hip. So whatever knee is forward, the block can come to the outside of that respective hip. You can take that back foot, kickstand it off of your mat towards the block. This time that right hand's now going to come to the block or all the way to your heel. Left hand behind the head. So we just switch now with the hands. This is a big heart opener here. Big work into that quad. Our meridian line here is connected with the heart chakra. So any points that feel uncomfortable, you might want to come out of it or just hold your breath a few more breaths, I should say. Not hold it. Push through with a few more breaths. One more. Lift the hand behind the head first. Come back to center. Frame that foot, tuck your toes, and press back to down dog. Big exhale out if you're holding on to anything. Then knee back in table. All right, blocks back to the top of our mat. Should be left foot forward this time. Blocks to the inside or hands to the inside. Heel toe your left foot off the mat. If you want to keep that knee already doubled up or that mat doubled up for the knee, you're welcome to. Again, check in with the front leg. Make sure the toes aren't angled out, they're still squared. Back right hip a little bit more forward. So if I were to come around and adjust your hips, pressing that right hip forward. Lead with your heart, find your edge. So come to forearms or stay tall in lizard lunge. Not every side is equal. Maybe you're a little taller on this side. Maybe you're actually a little further in the pose on this side. You're halfway. What can you soften? What can you let go of? Slowly passing yourself back up. Heel toeing that foot back to center. We're doubling up on that mat again. Sliding that foot. Readjusting knee above ankle into your crescent. From here, we're starting with that heart opener. So arms extend up. Sink into your shoulders, sink into your hips here. Bring the right hand behind, actually left hand behind the head, right hand to the spine. Find that heart opener. And we're getting that length in the quad. You're either staying here or you're taking your block to the outside of your left hip. Right foot kickstands off of the mat towards that block. Inhale, arms up. Right hand behind the head. Left hand to the block, or tuck your toes and bring that hand to the heel. Lift your heart. Keep lifting through sternum. 2 more breaths. Take the hand behind the head to help lift you up. Bring the hands to frame your foot. Either come into down dog or child's pose. Whatever rest pose is going to feel best for you right now. We will meet back in table. I'm going to demo our final pose before you come onto your spine so you can see it on the screen. You all know supine twist pretty well, but we're going to add on to it today. So staying upright first. We'll bring our left knee to our chest. I'm going to cross it over for supine. But from here, we're going to bend our right knee, so the foot that's on the bottom, and grab a hold of the foot so that we're working more into a quad stretch here in our twist. If you're like, Sarah, my body doesn't do that, then don't go there. Or use your strap, loop it around one of the feet, one of the foots, the left foot, I should say. I'm going to grab a hold of that strap, left knee to your chest, cross it over, and then that strap's going to be used to draw that heel to your glute in your twist. So if I lost someone there from your spine, left knee to chest, right leg bump. Left knee crosses over to your twist. The right heel comes towards your bump. You're grabbing that foot or ankle. You can release the bind if you're holding the bottom foot. Bring both knees back to your chest. We'll draw the right leg across for our supine. Bend to the bottom leg, grabbing your foot, rolling your shoulder back. Releasing that bottom foot unless you feel the need to stay longer. Bring knees into your chest, sacrum rock from side to side. And then find your way into Shavasana, or if there are any final postures you wish to take, please feel free to do so. If you're listening to that playlist I shared at the beginning of the class, might be a good time to pause it so that there's no distractions, unless you're enjoying it. And then find your way to stillness. Being proud of your work, proud to continue to meet yourself where you're at, proud of your commitment to your practice. Any other moments or spaces you want to acknowledge that you're proud of. Svadhisthana, sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, the chakra of creativity, abundance, and pleasure.
Let these words be your mantra. Find what fills your cup and pour it all over the canvas of life. This is the time to put your creative projects first, the very ones you've had on the shelf for months. This is also the time to work on shifting your relationship with money and see it as an energetic tool that can bring you great freedom. This is also the time to focus on pleasure, what makes you feel turned on. Cultivate more of Shakti, the divine feminine energy within. Dance around your living room. Treat yourself the way you would, for you are your life's greatest love. Swadhisthana, sacral chakra. So if this is your last practice of 2020, take a moment to just tune into whatever creative projects you wish to take forth with you into this next year or these next months ahead. Big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Big inhale through the nose and direct it back down to that sacral chakra. Exhale out. One more as a collective. Big inhale and exhale. A little rock of the head, no from side to side. And drawing the knees to your chest and give that sacral chakra a massage by rocking side to side. Send it some love and send it some warmth. If it feels good, you can rock forward and back until you come upright, or roll onto your right side so you can lead out of here with that left nurturing energy side. Take the arms out to the side, bowing your head down in service, taking a moment to acknowledge those things we cannot change. Finding santosha, acceptance. Big inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, hands to our third eye, Ananta chakra for intuition. Big inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to mouth and throat, Vishuddha for speaking our truth. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center for community connection, right at Anahata. Thank you all for practicing with me and trusting in me as your teacher, your guide, from my heart to yours. Put a little love in your heart. Namaste. And let me press pause on recording before you unmute yourself, or your face will be all over YouTube.